two. Test one, two. Two. Test one.
gentlemen down here are doing a, what are you making, gents? What's your use today? And then the ladies down there are doing cocktail rolls. So we spent the last day and a half together. It's great to work here. Equipped incredibly well as well. I think that was fridges and everything here is top. So I think how many students can you have? 20 students. And has everyone's got a good start? So we're happy, they're happy. I'll take it on the list. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's good. Oh, ask them. What have you learned today? You have to say yes. I don't want to get in trouble.
And a good tactics using chef WA. Sometimes using the filleting fish, big fish. And yesterday was the mission class. And he done it very good job. And some turning points like international level. We have to get more things. The equipments and all the stuff. And sometimes the good ingredients. Even I saw yesterday some CDPs like yes, and I asked Rob question if good things to benefit to the ingredients.
I think that's one of the good things now in Sri Lanka. Most ingredients, most ingredients are available. Every time I come, I notice more in the supermarkets. And the way the butchers and the way the fishmongers are working out, they're actually producing food which is really of a high standard, and that's going to make it much easier. And then when we do, any kind of dish, Korean, Balinese, whatever, you should be able to go to the supermarket and buy it, and we're getting better. So I think everyone's holding on now. Once these guys learn new things and they start asking for different ingredients, then the supply will start bringing it. So it's just that internationalizing it rather than importing, or we make it here so we don't have to do it. And that's another interesting part, is that we should be able to get to a stage where everything's produced here. Keep the mind in Sri Lanka. That's another step.
සුබෝදෑසනක් වේවා සියලු දෙනාටම. මුළුතැන්ගේ විවෘත කිරීමෙන් පසුව ආරාධිත අමුත්තන් සියලු දෙනා මෙම ස්ථානයට සැපැමිණීමට නියමිතයි. එතුමාලා පැමිණි වහාම අපි වැඩසටහන ආරම්භ කිරීමට සූදානම් කරලා තියෙන්නේ. ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ ඕස්ට්‍රේලියානු මහ කොමසාරිස් අතිගරු පෝල් ස්ටිෆන්ස් මැතිතුමා මේ අවස්ථාවට සහභාගී වෙලා තිනවා. ඒකම ශ්‍රී ලංකා වෘත්තීය පුහුණු අධිකාරී ගරු සභාපතිතුමා මේ අවස්ථාවට සහභාගී වෙනවා. ගාලු දිස්ත්‍රික් දිසාපතිතුමන් මේ අවස්ථාවට සහභාගී වෙලා තිනවා. ඒ ආරාධිත සියලු දෙනා මෙම අවස්ථාවට සහභාගී වීමට නියමිතයි.
Good morning to honorable dignitaries, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to the industrial kitchen handing over ceremony of VTA Hotel School, Ahangama.
සියලු දෙනාටම සුබ උදෑසනක් වේවා. පැමිණ සිටින සියලුම ආරාධිත අමුත්තන් සියලු දෙනාගේම අවසරයි. ඔබ සියලු දෙනාම මේ අවස්ථාවට පිළිගනිමු.
First, let us illuminate our path way forward as we proceed to light the oil lamp according to the Sri Lankan customs and traditions. To light the oil lamp, I would like to cordially invite His Excellency, the High Commissioner of Australia to Sri Lanka, Paul Stephens, Chairman, Vocational Training Authority, Air Vice Marshal Retired Prasanna Ranasinghe, Vice Chairman VTA, Mr. Chatura De Silva, Government Agent, Mr. Shantha Veerasinghe, Mr. Sivasudan, Senior Program Officer of DFAT, CG, representing the Chef Guild of Lanka, Chairman, Chef Gerard Mendes, representing S4IG, Mr. Udaya De Silva, Program Lead, representing S4IG, Advisor, Mr. Mark Lotsiak, representing Ministry of Education, Director Skills Development, Mr. Dasita Niroshana, representing the Regional Hoteliers Associations, representing the VTA Regional Director, Mrs. Jayawardana, and VTA trainer and a student.
සම්ප්‍රදාන කූලව පොල් තෙල් පහන දැල්වීම සඳහා අපි ගෞරවයෙන් ආරාධනා කරනවා අතිගරු පොල් ස්ටීෆන් මැතිතුමන්ට වෘත්තීය පුහුණු අධිකාරී ගරු සභාපතිතුමන්ට ගාලු දිස්ත්‍රික් මහදිසාපතිතුමන්ට වෘත්තීය පුහුණු අධිකාරී උපසභාපතිතුමන්ට ඒකම DFAT සීනියර් ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් මැනේජර් ආර් සිවසුදන් මැතිතුමන්ට CGL chairman Gerard Mendes මැතිතුමන්ට S4IG skills program lead Udaya De Silva මැතිතුමන්ට hotel නියෝජනය කරමින් hoteliers like නියෝජිත මහත්මියකට හබ්‍රාදුව ප්‍රාදේශීය ලේකම් තුමියට සහ වෘත්තීය පුහුණු අධිකාරී නියෝජනය කරමින් නියෝජිත මහත්මියකට හෝ මහත්මියකට ඒකම වෘත්තීය පුහුණු අධිකාරිය නියෝජනය කරමින් ගාලු දිස්ත්‍රික් නියෝජ්‍ය අධ්‍යක්ෂතුමියට සහ අහංගම භාරව කටයුතු කරන නිලධාරී මහත්මියකට ඒකම මෙම අවස්ථාව විශේෂයෙන්ම අද දිනේ හැඩ ගන්වන මාස්ටර් ෂෙෆ් පීටර් කුරුවිට මැතිතුමන්ට ඒකම නියෝජිතයින් දෙදෙනෙක් ළමයින් දෙදෙනෙකුට අපි ආරාධනා කරනවා පොල්තෙල් පහළ දැල්වීම සඳහා.
Chef Peter Gurud. Thank you very much, everyone. You may be seated. We'll then hear a welcome speech from a heart of VTA, and for that, I would cordially invite Ms. Dulanthi Edirisinghe, Assistant Director, Hotel and Tourism.
පොලිතිල පහන දැල්වීම සඳහා සහභාගී වූ සියලු දෙනාටම අපගේ ගෞරවනීය ස්තුතිය. මීළඟට යෙදී තිබෙන්නේ පිළිගැනීමේ කතාව සිදු කිරීම සඳහා අපි ගෞරවයෙන් ආරාධනා කරනවා ශ්‍රී ලංකා වෘත්තීය පුහුණු අධිකාරියේ දුලන්ති එදිරිසිංහ මෙතනියට.
Good morning, honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, and dear students. It gives me a great pleasure to welcome you all to the occasion of VTA Industrial Kitchen opening donated by SYG of Australian Government. I would like to take this opportunity to extend a warm welcome to our chief guest, High Commissioner of Australia to Sri Lanka, His Excellency Paul Stevens, Guest of Honor, Chef Peter Kuruvita, Senior Program Officer, DFAT Mr. Suthan, Chairman and Vice Chairman of VTA, Director, Focal Person of SOIG and Ministry of Skills, Government Agent, Mr. Shanta Veerasinghe, Chairman and Director Training of Chef Guild, and other distinguished guests from national institutes, pilots of SOIG, including Mr. David Albert and his committed staff, hotel and tourism associations, hospitality providers, academic and non-academic staff, and students. The opening day of Industrial Kitchen at Ahangama is an important day on the calendar of VTA. This day of VTA speaks for the commitment that SYG hold for the development of professional cookery in vocational training. The government and people in Australia has extended the hand of friendship to Sri Lanka people by offering such a valuable project of SYG. It contributes to massive development of our hospitality industry by providing skilled trainers to fill the gap of labor requirement. It's a pleasure that during the period of an year, VTA could able to get the maximum output of SOIG. As many of others, it is obvious that VTA also had a major challenge in delivering the training for the industry expectations in past year. In such circumstances, we would be blessed to gifted with this state-of-the-art facility of industrial kitchen by Australian government, which is an immense resources that VTA had not before. So I would like to thank all the other members of SOIG for the efforts of the planning and execution of this event. In closing, I wish SOIG and Australian government every success and good luck. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ms. Dulanthi.
බොහොම ස්තුතියි දුලන්ති මෙනවිය.
So we have kick-started the day with an electrifying culinary experience as the international celebrity chef, Chef Peter Kuruvita, has stepped into the VTA Ahangama Hotel School kitchen, along with 20 VTA professional cookery instructors. So parallel to this handing over ceremony, we have this refresher training for 20 VTA cookery instructors, which I believe once in a lifetime opportunity for them to be on the same kitchen with the international celebrity chef, Peter Kuruvita.
good afternoon, welcome, and ayubowan. Absolute pleasure to be here. Thank you. Today is very exciting for all of these people. I can't wait to start this competition.
Okay.
What we're going to do first is make sure all the scales are gone. Now the scales at the market, they remove them.
Okay.
But if you don't check it, I'm going to be marking down because a scale in the mouth, on the neck.
කොරපොතු කියලා කියන්නේ ඔන්න මාළුවගේ මාළුව අලුත්ද නැද්ද කියලා බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් හොඳ අවස්ථාවක්. චෙෆ් මුලින්ම කොරපොතු ටික අයින් කරනවා.
Everything you want to dream away. Under this pressure, under this weight, we are diamonds taking shape. We are diamonds taking shape.
Thank you very much for watching. Our next segment delves into the story of partnership, the very essence of our journey. Listen closely to a VTA Master Chef, Chena, who will narrate the existing collaboration between VTA and S4IG, creating the ripples of culinary innovation.
බොහොම ස්තුතියි සියලු දෙනාට මෙම නැරඹීම සම්බන්ධයෙන් අපි ඊළඟට යොමු වෙමු විශේෂයෙන්ම මෙම අවස්ථාවත් එක්ක වෘත්තීයපූර්ණ අධිකාරිය සහ SPG ගමන් මඟ කෙරෙහි
A very good morning to you all. His Excellency High Commissioner of Australia, the Secretary of the Ministry, the Chairman of the VTA and Vice Chairman of the VTA, and other distinguished guests, and my dear staff members and dear students. First of all, on behalf of VTA cookery instructors, I would like to thank inviting us for this to participate this great ceremony. And I take this opportunity to express my gratitude and recall the journey that VTA cookery instructors had with S4IG. We are grateful to S4IG to enhance our skills and update our course contents, as well as update or rename our course name as Professional Cookery, and also improving the curriculum with practical and theoretical content that meets the demand of global job market. Not only that, and also I am grateful for 10-day TOT program they organized in luxury hotels last year to update the knowledge of VTA cookery instructors. Actually, I have to say it was really beneficial for all of us. Moreover, arranging the Supreme Chef competition was a special opportunity.
උගන්වන ගුරු මහත්ම මහත්මින් 40 දෙනෙකුගේ වෘත්තීය අධ්‍යාපනයේ හැකියාව දියුණු කිරීම සඳහා CGL ආයතනය සමග එකතු වෙලා දින 10ක විධිමත් පුහුණුවක් ලබා දෙන්න අපිට හැකියාව ලැබුණා. එයින් එක්කෙනෙක් තමයි ඒගේ ඒ පළපුරුද්ද ප්‍රකාශ කරේ. අපි බොහොම ස්තුතිවන්ත වෙනවා එතුමියට.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's applaud the power of inclusion. Join me in welcoming Yovindu, who will share a brief yet impactful speech on how the professional cookery course, a cornerstone of S4IG program, has transformed his life. This is the heart of our mission, breaking the barriers and fostering growth for all. Yovindu, the stage is yours.
මීට පෙරත් අපි සඳහන් කළ ආකාරයට skills for inclusive growth වැඩසටහනේ මුඛ්‍ය පරමාර්ථය වන්නේ ඇත්තටම ආබාධ සහිත අයට එකම කාන්තාවන්ට සහ මේ ශේෂ්ඨයට එන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන සියලුම අයට අවස්ථාව ලබා දෙන්න. අපි මේ වෘත්ති අධ්‍යාපනයේ ප්‍රවර්ධනය කිරීමේදී හැම ස්ථානයකම අපි ඉල්ලීමක් කරේ පුළුවන් තරම් මේ ආබාධ සහිත අයට සහ ඒ අවශ්‍යතාවය තියෙන අයට මේ වෘත්ති අධ්‍යාපනයට එන්න අවස්ථාව දෙන්න කියලා. ඉතින් අපි කැමති පළවෙනි අදියරේදී අපි උදව් කර අහංගම හෝටල් පාසලට එහි පළවෙනි අදියරේ හිටපු එක ශිෂ්‍යෙක් ඔහුගේ අත්දැකීම් අද විස්තර කරાવી. බොහොම ස්තුතියි.
Good morning, dear sir, madam, parents and friends. I am Yovindu Bunke Fernando. I joined full-time 6-month professional cookery course. I did 22 promotion. I would like to thank for giving me this opportunity. During this time, hotel or school staff good, my classmates giving me extra support. Hotel or school has OGT at Pizza Din Hotel in Goal. Now I am working there is practical.
Of partnering or reaching a helping hand to the government institutions, which we did for the first time. And having had this experience of train the trainers of these institutions, I'm talking about 60 centers island-wide, and Chef Mahadeva, who was very instrumental in conducting the program. We had some very beautiful memories of basically packing a suitcase in one vehicle and traveling to all these centers island-wide, looking at the needs, interviewing the students, and also advising the center authorities as to how we could take these centers onto the next level. And I think within this 1 year, with the support of SYG and the Australian High Commission and the government, I think we reached far beyond the expectations, not only of us, but I think of the entire centers. So we have not stopped here. I think we are at the latter stages of the program, ongoing program, and there's a new training program that will start very soon. And the Feather in the Cap was also the Supreme Chef program that gave the opportunity for all these students from all regions to showcase their talent and get the required or probably the recognition that was due to them. So we were quite excited doing these programs. We had many of our chefs regionally. We had assigned almost 60 chefs to take part in these training programs. We have traveled all over the island, and at least now we can identify many areas that we would like to work very closely with the BTA and take it to a much greater level, not having to discontinue the program that the Australian government has, I think, very readily helped fund. Without the funding, this program would have never materialized. At the same time, we also not only trained the students, but we conducted master classes for the trainers in various parts of the country. For some of the programs went on for 10 days, and even post-COVID programs that were conducted since the COVID in 2019. And Sri Lanka has probably the highest gold medals ever achieved at international competitions, including the World Culinary Olympics. And right now we are training the third team since 2012 to take them to the Olympics, which is scheduled in February. That is one of the reasons that I thought I may not be able to be here today. It requires a lot of work where we take 22 chefs to Germany for 13 days, book the hotels, the trucks, the transport, and the airlines, and the cargo, and it's a huge task. And I'm sure very soon we'll be able to get some of the VTA students involved in the team as well. And with that, I wish you all the very best for the Ahangama kitchen, which we have been visiting regularly. And it makes me very proud on behalf of the Chef's Guild to see the successful completion. And we definitely will be there with you, helping you to sustain the program and not let it fade away at any moment. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chef. Now I cordially invite Chairman of VTA, Air Vice Marshal Retired Prasanna Ranasinghe, to share his insights and thoughts into this culinary innovation.
සූපවේදීන්ගේ සංගමේ සභාපතිතුමන්ට අපගේ ගෞරවනීය ස්තුතිය. වර්තමානයේ තුල අතරම වෘත්තීය අධ්‍යාපනයේ තුල වැඩිම දායකත්වයක් ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ ලබා දෙන්නේ ශ්‍රී ලංකා වෘත්තීය පුහුණු අධිකාරිය. ශ්‍රී ලංකා වෘත්තීය පුහුණු අධිකාරී වර්තමාන නියමුවන් වන එයා වයිස් මාර්ෂල් රිටයර්ඩ් ප්‍රසන්න රණසිංහ මැතිතුමාට ආරාධනා කරනවා ඔබතුමාගේ කතාව සිදු කිරීම සඳහා.
ගරු ඔස්ට්‍රේලියානු මහ කොමසාරිස්තුමනි, දිසාපතිතුමනි, ෂෙෆ් ගිල්ඩ් හි සභාපති හා හි සමාජික මහත්වරුනි, SYG කණ්ඩායම් සමාජිකයනි, වෘත්තීය පුහුණු අධිකාරියේ සමාජික මහත්ම මහත්මීනි, රජයේ අනිකුත් නිලධාරිවරුනි, මාගේ හිතවත් ශිෂ්‍ය ශිෂ්‍යාවනි. අද ඉතාමත්ම විශේෂ දවසක්. වෘත්තීය පුහුණු අධිකාරියට පමණක් නොවේ, මුළු ශ්‍රී ලංකාවටම. අපි ඇත්තටම මේ වගේම උත්සවයකට සහභාගී වුණා පොළොන්නරුව ප්‍රදේශයේ මීට මාසකට ඉස්සෙල්ලා. අද ඒ දෙවනි පියවර. යම්කට හිතනවා ඇති මෙය SYG ව්‍යාපෘතියේ තියෙන එක තවත් සම්දිස්ථානයක් කියලා. නමුත් මම මේ පිළිබඳව දකින්න විදිය වෙනස්. හේතුව ඔබ කවුරුත් දන්නවා අපේ රට ඉතාමත්ම දරුණු ආර්ථික ආඝාතයකට පෙළඹින් තිබූ සමයක සිට දැන් යලිත් දෙපයින් නැගී සිටීම දක්වා පැමිණෙන අවස්ථාවක ශ්‍රී ලංකාව තුළ සංචාරක ව්‍යාපාරය හිසෝසෝමින් තිබෙන අවස්ථාවක මේ හොස්පිටැලිටි ට්‍රේඩ් එකේ මේ සත්කාරක සේවාවන් වල මෙවැනි පහසුකම් සපයමින් ඊට අවශ්‍ය ශ්‍රමදායකත්වය සැපීම මේ රටේ අනාගතයටත් මේ වර්තමානයේ තියෙන ආර්ථික අවපාතයෙන් ගොඩේමටත් දක්වන විශාල උද්‍යෝගයක් සහ උදව්වක් කියලා මම විශ්වාස කරනවා. එම නිසා මම මේ අවස්ථාවේදී මගේ කෘතඥතාවය ශ්‍රී ලංකාව වෙනුවෙන් ඔස්ට්‍රේලියානු මහ කොමසාරිස්තුමා මගින් ඒ රජයටත් එහි ජනතාවටත් මම මේ අවස්ථාවේදී පුද කරනවා. His Excellency, the High Commissioner of Australia, government agent and the government officials, chairman and the members of the Chef Guild, members of the SYG, and my dear members of the Vocational Training Authority. I can remember we all participated in a similar ceremony at Polonnaruwa Vocational Training Authority premises, if I am not mistaken, before 1 month back. And we saw the Deputy High Commissioner give us a very modern kitchen after the ceremonial opening of that event. And today, we are glad, delighted, and honored with your presence, His Excellency, in the southern province for another ceremonial opening like this. So we can see the genuine and the honest commitment of the Australian government towards our country for the development and upskilling of the vocational training sector. One may see this or think this is another milestone of the friendship between these two countries of opening up a modern kitchen in this province. But for me, sir, I have a different perspective. At a time, you all can remember, the Sri Lanka was undergoing a very stressful economic crisis, a political instability, and at a time the whole country is trying to stand up with their own feet. At a time, the tourism industry is doing a pivotal role to boost this economy, and at a time, the hospitality trades are acting modern kitchens at this instance. So this is a timely need by your government and its people. So we are very, very grateful for it. So I'm not going to take much time of you. And in a nutshell, I told you the importance and the significance of this moment. And let me extend our sincere gratitude and heartfelt gratitude to the Australian government and its beautiful people through you, His Excellency, and hope to see many more programs like this to strengthen our bond and the friendship that we were having for many decades. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. An emblematic moment arrives as we transition to the handing over ceremony, symbolizing a pledge to continue the nurturing culinary experience and cross-cultural collaboration between Australia and Sri Lanka.
බොහොම ස්තුතියි සභාපතිතුමනි ඔබතුමන්ගේ දිරිගන්වන සුළු එම කතාව සඳහා දැන් යෙදී තිබෙන්නේ නිල වශයෙන් මේ දක්වා ඔබතුමන්ලා භාවිතා කළත් ඕස්ට්‍රේලියානු රජයේ ස්පෝජි වැඩසටහන මගින් සම්පූර්ණ කරන ලද මෙම මුළුතැන්ගේ නිල වශයෙන් ඔබතුමන්ලාට බාර කිරීමේ අවස්ථාව ඒ සඳහා මම ගෞරවයෙන් ආරාධනා කරනවා.
Australian High Commissioner to Sri Lanka, Paul Stephens, and Chairman of Vocational Training Authority, Air Vice Marshal Retired Prasanna Ranasinghe to the presentation area.
ගෞරවයෙන් ආරාධනා කරනවා අතිගරු පෝල් ස්ටීෆන් මැතිතුමන්ට ඒකම වෘත්තීය අධිකාරී සභාපතිතුමන්ට එම නිල කටයුතු සිද්ධ කිරීම සඳහා එකම ඒ සඳහා සහයෝගය දක්වනවා ස්පෝජි වැඩසටහන් නිපුණතා වැඩසටහන් ප්‍රධානී උදේ ඩි සිල්වා මැතිතුමා.
The program's lead of SYG, Mr. Uday De Silva, will be accompanying the two chief guests. would kindly request both of you to remain on the stage as we have a special token of appreciation prepared from a vocational training authority. It's a gift or a souvenir from one of our own students in Ahangama Hotel School.
බොහොම ස්තුතියි අතිගාරු පෝල් ස්ටීෆන් මැතිතුමනි ඒකම සභාපතිතුමනි මේ අවස්ථාවේ වෘත්තීය පුහුණු අධිකාරිය වෙනුවෙන් අතිගාරු පෝල් ස්ටීෆන් මැතිතුමන්ට සංකේතාත්මක තිලිනයක් ප්‍රදානය කිරීම සිදු කරනු ලබනවා වෘත්තීය පුහුණු අධිකාරිය වෙනුවෙන්.
Thank you very much. Now I respectfully invite the High Commissioner, His Excellency Paul Stephens, to the presentation area to share your words that honor our shared journey and culinary prowess.
මේ අවස්ථාවට සහභාගී වෙන අතිගරු පෝල් ස්ටීෆන් මැතිතුමන්ට මම ගෞරවයෙන් ආරාධනා කරනවා ඔබතුමන්ගේ ඉදිරිපත් කිරීම සඳහා.
Good morning, Ayubawan, Chairman of the Vocational Training Authority, Mr. Prasanna Ranasinghe, Chairman of the Chef Guild of Lanka, Mr. Gerard Mendes, Mr. Peter Kuravita, representatives from the Ministry, representatives from S4IG, other representatives from the Vocational Training Authority and industry. Extremely satisfying and gratifying to see with my own eyes some of the great work that the Australian government is able to fulfil with partners such as VTA and Chefs Guild of Lanka and of course through S4IG and to see what some of our development cooperation funding is doing and achieving at a ground level basis is extremely gratifying. So I really appreciate the opportunity to meet with the VTA trainers this morning and to see how enthusiastic they are, to see how much they've learned from some time with a renowned chef like Peter Kuravita, but also to see the fantastic facilities that have been established here in Ahangama and which will be providing a platform for training, for skills development for many, many years ahead. So I think as you all know, through the Australian government in collaboration with the Sri Lankan Ministry of Skills Development and Vocational Training has been supporting S4IG for the past 6 years. Through this program, we aim to improve the tourism value chain in Sri Lanka by implementing an integrated approach to skills development across the island. We all know how important tourism is to Sri Lanka's economic development and recovery, and nowhere is this more important and apparent than in the southern province, the beautiful southern province, which of course is the most visited destination for tourists in Sri Lanka. And we know that the tourism sector has faced several challenges and shocks in recent years with COVID and of course with the economic crisis. But Sri Lanka's reputation for exceptional hospitality is one of the things that draws tourists here from all over the world, and I am often told by friends and family and other Australians who visit Sri Lanka what a wonderful and a warm welcome they receive, and also how much they enjoy and love to experience the wonderful cuisine that you have here in Sri Lanka. But of course, maintaining such a reputation requires training infrastructure, it requires pathways to allow enthusiastic young chefs and other hospitality professionals opportunities to obtain the skills they need to contribute and to excel in their fields. Our intent is that increasing access to sustainable, holistic skills development will support sustainable job creation and enhance income earning opportunities for a wide range of Sri Lankans, including those with disabilities and, of course, women as well. This excellent facility is a great example of our shared efforts to do that. And as I said earlier, I've really appreciated the opportunity to tour the facility this morning and to speak to the VTA trainers and to see their enthusiasm. It's particularly gratifying and encouraging to hear that through the Professional Cookery NVQ Level 4 training package, the S4IG program has linked the industry with the government training system. I'd also, again, like to acknowledge the great work of the Chef Guild of Lanka, and of course its chairman, Gerard Mendes, in guiding development of this improved training framework and supporting the upskilling of VTA trainers to produce employment outcomes for young people in Sri Lanka. This program will continue to benefit both the participating hospitality institutions, which will be able to tap into the best trained students in the country to join their teams, and to students who will have the opportunity to gain a foothold in the workforce, paving the way for higher income earning opportunities and to learn from leaders in their field. On that note, I would like to acknowledge Sri Lankan Australian chef, author and restaurateur and long-term supporter of Sri Lanka's vibrant food industry, Peter Kuravita, for being here today and for delivering the masterclass to 20 VTA trainers. As you know, Peter has a long history of generously sharing his time with up-and-coming chefs and for working passionately towards inclusivity and opportunity in the industry. So we thank him very much for taking the time to be here, and I'm sure the lessons he's imparted today will be remembered and shared for a long time. I congratulate also the Vocational Training Authority, the S4IG team, and all industry representatives and trainers here today for your contributions to bringing this exciting program to life. Australia looks forward to continuing to work with all of you to support Sri Lanka's tourism recovery through high quality, inclusive skills development that meets industry needs. I'm extremely pleased again to have had the opportunity to open the centre here in Ahangama this morning, but I think even more important than opening is to hand it over to VTA, because this is now a facility for the Sri Lankan government through VTA to manage for many years ahead and to contribute to a stronger, better skilled tourism sector that will help drive Sri Lanka's growth and recovery. Thank you.
Thank you very much, His Excellency Paul Stevens, Australian High Commissioner to Sri Lanka.
බොහොම ස්තුතියි අතිගරු Paul Stevens මැතිතුමනි.
Last but not least, we are going to listen to the vote of thanks delivered by Ms. P.J. Jayawardena, Deputy Director, Vocational Training Authority.
අවසාන වශයෙන් මෙම උත්සවයේ වැඩ කටයුතු අවසන් කිරීම සඳහා අද දිනේ මේ වැඩසටහන සම්පූර්ණයෙන්ම මෙහෙවන ලැබූ ගාලු දිස්ත්‍රික් වෘත්තීය පුහුණු අධිකාරී නියෝජ්‍ය අධ්‍යක්ෂ පී.ජී. ජයවර්ධන මැතිණියට ආරාධනා කරනවා ස්තුති කතාව සිදු කිරීම සඳහා.
Good morning, the chief guest and all sirs, mums, my colleagues and students. I take immense pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the staff members of the PTA for today's event in front of all the dignitaries assembled here. First of all, I would like to thank our respected chief guest, His Excellency Paul Stephens, High Commissioner of Australia, for taking the time and joining us and handling over valuable assist for our student. I also extend my thanks, Mr. Sivastun, Senior Program Manager, Australian High Commission. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to International Master Chef Mr. Peter Kuruvita for joining us, sharing his professional experience with our instructors. I also thank Mr. David Ablett, Skills Program Leader, S4IG, Mr. Udayada Silla, Skill Lead, S4IG, Mr. Stephen Lodsek, Skill Program Specialist, Mr. Gamini Nandakumara, Skill Program Specialist, Ms. Nipuni Daluata, Program Partnership Specialist, Mrs. Mitchell, Communication Specialist, and the entire staff members of joining and the contribution of the valuable assets for VTA. My sincere gratitude to the chairman and vice chairman and all the staff members of VTA for giving golden opportunity to youth of Southern Province, especially in Galle District. I also want to extend my thanks to the District Secretary, Mr. Shanta Veerasinghe, and entire all government officers and all NGO members for joining and encouraging us. My sincere thanks to Mr. Lasantha, Director of our ministry, for joining us. My sincere thanks Mr. Chef Gerard Mendes, Chairman of CGL, for joining and contribution us. I extend my sincere thanks all members of hoteliers and their members, associations for joining us. Finally, I sincere thanks to all my staff members and students, especially in Ahangama, for their valuable contribution to successful event. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Jayawardena. With our hearts full of inspiration, we conclude today's event, grateful for the moments shared and the bridges built. Thank you everyone for being a part of this remarkable occasion. Your presence adds immense value to this collaboration of culinary, artistry, and shared aspirations. There's a small refreshment being prepared for you in the next side of the hotel school. Enjoy the meal. Have a nice day.
බොහොම ස්තුතියි සියලු දෙනාටම ස්තුති ගාථා වෙනත් පස්සේ ස්තුති කරන්නේ මොකද කියලා හිතනවා ඇති. අපි සියලු දෙනාටම ආරාධනා කරනවා සූදානම් කරලා තියෙන සංග්‍රහය භුක්ති විඳින ලෙස. අතරම එහා පැත්තේ කොටසක් තියෙනවා මෙහා පැත්තේ කණ්ඩායමක් ඉන්නවා. අපි සියලු දෙනාටම ආරාධනා කරනවා මෙම ස්ථානයේ රැඳී සිටින්න. ඉදිරි පේලි දෙක හැරුණම. බොහොම ස්තුතියි සියලු දෙනාටම. අනිකුත් සියලු දෙනා මෙම ස්ථානයේ රැඳී සිටින්න ඔබගේ සංග්‍රහය මෙම ස්ථානයේදීම සූදානම් කරලා තියෙන්නේ. බොහොම ස්තුතියි සහභාගී වුණු සියලු දෙනාටම.